This is the secret that most people do not want you to know. And you see, this works. It has worked for a lot of people. Hi, this is Tayo. Tayo, your weight loss body. Today, I want to speak to you about something that I had been struggling with. You know, over the years, when I eat, I try to eat in smaller portion throughout the day. There's a notion where you should eat smaller portion in many, you should space out your meal, have maybe 6 or 7 meals in a day. I'm counting the snacks as well. But guess what? I've come to realize what works now, that there's something called spiking your insulin level. When your insulin level is high up there, in fact, I went ahead to even empirically test it. What do I mean by testing it? I went to buy a blood sugar test kit. Once I finish eating, 2 hours after I test my blood sugar. In fasted state, I test my blood sugar. And guess what? I noticed that I consistently remain high up there within the period that I was eating. So how do you know exactly how many hours to go off food before you take your next meal? This is the real question. When has your insulin level come back down? When your insulin level is back down, that is when your body begins to burn the energy from the food that you have eaten. And then secondly, your body begins to use up the fats in your body. So you begin to iterate. Is it 5 hours after? Is it 4 hours after? You have to test. When you test it, then you know. But if you have a smoothie midday, not more than a small cup of smoothie midday, you can have an apple midday and then reserve your main meal, your first meal, you reserve it for the evening, before night. You will begin to see the weight start to drop off without even exercising, without doing anything. Why? Because you are allowing your body to do the work for you. You're allowing your body, most times people say your metabolism has slowed down. It's not a slowdown of metabolism. The reason why I'm saying this is this. It has happened to me. I thought I could not lose weight anymore. Once you are above 40, it feels as if that is the weight you will stay with. But it is not true. It is because our bowel system, that is our digestive system right now, is being backed up with too many food at about the same time. And when you are eating many times, your insulin level stays high up there. When it stays high up there, you cannot lose weight. So what we then try to do is, you don't eat anything from morning, you wait till midday, have a smoothie midday, and have your main meal at night. So 2 things will happen. You only spike your insulin level midday, and by the time it's coming crashing down again, you have your second meal, maybe there about 5:30, maybe about 6 o'clock. And you see, this works. It has worked for a lot of people. This is the secret that most people do not want you to know. They tell you, eat 3 square meals. In fact, 3 is not a square. 3 is a triangle. It's not a square. You understand? So as much as possible, you want to give yourself some, some ideas around this thing. Question the status quo. Begin to question the status quo, because right now, overeating is one of the things that is causing our body to back up, and then insulin levels begin to go up. That is why they say that a lot of older people now have diabetes. Why? Because our insulin level was kept high up there to the point where you now are insulin resistant. So guys, one of the first things to do is to make sure that you space out your meal so that you don't spike your insulin level. So I'll see you next time. On my next video, I will be speaking about bowel movement and green teas, and if they work or they don't work.